All right, welcome back. Well, the Bucks are limping their way back to Milwaukee, down 3-1 against the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, the Bucks began their game without their two superstars, Giannis and Damian Lillard. Then, get this, within the first 7 minutes of the game, there were 5 technical fouls, resulting in the ejection of Bobby Portis. Now, the Bucks managed to stay close in this game thanks to Brook Lopez, but the Pacers, they eventually pulled away, winning Game 4, 126-113.
You have to give them a lot of credit. They're playing well. They're shooting the ball well. They're playing together. But the series not over yet.
We're some dogs, man. We're going to keep fighting. Like I said, we got home court advantage right now, and we got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, so it's a must-win situation. Game 5 is right here in Milwaukee tomorrow night. Tip-off is set for 8:30. And if necessary, Game 6 will be back in Indiana on Thursday. And if the series goes to 7, that game will be at Pfizer Forum on Saturday, May 4th. Well, it's the start of a new week for the Brewers, and they're hoping to bounce back today against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Brewers lost their weekend series with the New York Yankees, allowing 15 runs in consecutive games. On Sunday, it all unraveled in the 6th. Umpires ruled that Aaron Judge did not interfere with this double play attempt, meaning it was only 1 out and not 2. Now, the Brewers then got the next guy out, which would have ended the inning. Instead, the Yankees scored 7 runs on their way to a 15-5 victory. Now, after the game, the head umpire said it should have been called interference.
In the judgment of the umpire, there was not interference intentionally. I think after they watch it on video, if you guys watched it, replayed it, it's hard to say that he wasn't making an attempt to at least purposely obstruct.
Yeah, tough one there. And now all the Brewers can do is look ahead to their next game, which is tonight against the Rays. First pitch from American Family Field is set for 6:40. All right, welcome back. Well, after wrapping up the NFL draft on Saturday, the Green Bay Packers now have 11 new faces on the team. So here's a look at all the picks. The Packers drafted 3 offensive linemen, 4 defensive back, 2 linebackers, a running back, and a quarterback. Now, with the 2024 draft now over, the Packers are looking ahead to being a part of 2025.
Would they say over 700,000 attended the draft? I can't imagine that many people in Green Bay, but I think what better place than to have it than, in my eyes, this is the Mecca.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. And as for the regular season, the Packers will open their 2024 season in Brazil against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now to a shift in NFL safety. The league has approved guardian caps for in-season use for the first time. Now, these are cushioned covers that will go over a player's helmet, but many fans are already speaking out about their look and questioning who will actually wear them. George Solis has the details.
The NFL now taking perhaps its most visual and polarizing steps in drastically improving player safety. The league now expanding the use of these admittedly far from fashion-forward softshell helmets. Athletes now given the option to wear guardian caps beyond practice to regular season games, engineered to enhance protection against head injuries by as much as 20%, according to league data. The league cementing their stance.
If you're going to take a punch from Mike Tyson straight to the face, would you rather put a pillow over your face or take it straight on?
The NFL introduced guardian caps during training camps in 2022.
We saw the guardian cap this year. The guardian cap again had a 50% reduction in concussions for the players who wore it in training camp.
NBC News on the field then with Washington Commanders offensive lineman Sadiq Charles.
At first, I wasn't sure what to think about it, but I'm always open to change.
A year later, the NFL mandating their use during practices for most players.
We've seen players sacrifice looking cool to be safe in the past, and so you talk about CTE and helping avoid some of those things that affect you later on in life. I think if they're able to prove that it does reduce that, then players will get on board with it.
Even now, reaction to the beehive-shaped coverings has been mixed. One player writing, "This is the craziest thing ever." And it's not just the pros. Some high schools have been using them for years.
When we first started wearing them, I had coaches coming up to me making fun of us.
Livonia Churchill's high school's football team in Michigan has been sporting caps during practices since 2017.
I think we've been a pioneer of player safety at our school, and we're going to continue pushing that envelope for sure.
But will guardian caps take the field or fumble as the NFL continues to tackle player safety? George Solis, NBC News.
Let's look at the roadways if you are traveling for your morning drive soon. On top, we have a look at the roads in Racine County. It looks like everything is drying up there in Racine. Milwaukee County still got a little bit of wet pavement as you're traveling out and about. Along that 894 stretch, what we are also seeing in Milwaukee County, we're starting to see those delays start to build. You can see drivers are tapping the brakes there as we are traveling along that 894 stretch. So add on some additional time if you are heading from the Mitchell to the Hale interchange. So the rest of the roadways all in the green except 894. Let's talk about construction really quickly. You will see this new construction project starting today. Port Washington Road and Brown Deer Road. You will have restricted lanes along Brown Deer Road on the eastbound stretch. Port Washington Road approaching that construction project. North and southbound stretch will have restricted lanes. This construction project will last for about a week. Then looking ahead to Wednesday along Wisconsin State Highway 36 in Walworth County, there is a resurfacing and bridge project that will happen starting on May 1st. So construction will happen along Wisconsin State Highway 36 from Highway 120 to Wisconsin State Highway 11. Your detour, you'll want to utilize the other major roadways around Wisconsin State Highway 36 to get around this. Once again, this begins on Wednesday. Simone and Tom, over to you.